Alright guys, it's time to talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum on the channel once again. Now I'm not going to talk about any altcoins today, just because the simple fact that not really anything interesting is pumping today. And basically all eyes are on Donald Trump, or were on Donald Trump a little while ago with his speech and all the tariff news. Now let me take you to Bitunix, guys. This is a platform that actually measures the strength of news. Now, if I, point out the news here, this is one of the strongest pieces of news that we have ever seen on this platform. It is minus 1.55, and that, is red. It's negative news. The U.S. to apply 34% tariff on imports from China. Bitcoin actually dumped right when this news really came out, guys. Now, we did see the pump when we saw this, positive news here. Now, this is also very strong at 0.6125. Pretty much anything over 0.1 in either direction, guys, whether it's positive or negative, is considered pretty strong news. So, keep that in mind. Now, we saw this bit of news here you have 42 minutes and here you have 55. So you saw that pump about 13 minutes before you saw that big dump, guys. And this is exactly why it pumped and dumped. So keep that in mind. Now we also had, this little bit of news where Trump said he was going to sign some executive order. And that was 0.1175 negative news. And we can go down this list, guys, but mostly everything today was about tariffs. Now, if we go back to the Bitcoin chart, guys, we can see that we did pump pretty high today and all the way to about $88,500. And, if we do look at the positive side, though, guys, you can see that this is a low here. And now we do have the start of making another higher low here still. Also, I want to mention that we do still have this support here at $84,200. So we hit this already today, and right now it is saving us. We still have a little bit of time. Let me see why this isn't. Okay, it should be counting down. I don't know why it's not counting down, but anyways, we still have just a little bit of time, about an hour and 45 minutes or so before, this closes the daily candle, guys. So as long as we can keep this daily candle above this, that would be great, because yesterday we actually broke above this. Actually, it was resistance at the time yesterday. And today it becomes support. So let's see if this, solidifies itself as support. And our next level we need to break is that $87,144 range. So, or that line here, that resistance, not range. So, anyways, we did hit that today. Every time we hit this line, the weaker it gets, of course. And let's see what happens now, guys. I'm just kind of glad that the tariff, talk is probably pretty much over. And I do believe that we may see a little bit more of a dump tonight. And, maybe we even, go under this support here at $84,200. But I think tomorrow we're probably going to see, country after country probably start to repeal some tariffs or lower their tariffs. And in response, probably the U.S. will cancel some of the tariffs against other nations. Now, I think that will slowly lead to Bitcoin rising. I didn't see anything about the Canadian and Mexican tariffs, but I did see some news earlier today that they were going to possibly cancel tariffs, for example, in Ontario. Mexico, I think, was ready to cancel some tariffs and things like this too. So I didn't see that on the board. I did see from Cryptos R Us, he had a list of the boards, if you check his Twitter, guys. But I didn't see Mexico and Canada on the boards at all. So Anyways, that was probably two of the biggest countries we kept talking about all the time. So I'm guessing that, they've canceled tariffs. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure there. Anyways, these other countries or like the European Union, where I am right now in the Czech Republic, guys, may start to lower tariffs or even cancel, completely. We'll see. I do believe that will lead to a rise. Now, I'm not a huge fan of these tariffs, guys, and all this talk, but if the imbalance was so big, I can understand it. Now, I am an American citizen. I want to go ahead and point that out, guys. I'm not a big fan of Trump, never was. I always said that here. But if there is such an imbalance, like on those boards, okay, I can understand these tariffs, but I'm just, I don't like the fact that he's just dragging this out for months, and it's really killed the price still. Anyways, let's move on to Ethereum here, guys. Ethereum is really trying to get out of this reaccumulation zone here. It's actually hit the top of this Fibonacci today already and has gotten a rejection, so that is not good, guys. So yeah, Ethereum is looking, bad in my opinion. If we look at the total market cap, guys, we are sitting just under $1 trillion. We were above it today when we pumped up. Now we've been as high as about 1.04 trillion, getting a little bit of a pullback. But I do think we will get support here at 969 if we do go down that low. But I don't think we will. I think this is kind of a bottom, guys, right here on this line. But yeah, now the target of this breakdown is down here at 860. So keep that in mind still. That is the technical target of this breakdown. Now, if we look at the dominance, guys, there's so many lines here. Here's a trend line. Here's another long-term trend line. Here's another, resistance basically that today it broke. So yeah, here was a resistance for a couple of months. So yeah, guys, it's really just impossible to predict the dominance, guys. But yeah, unfortunately, it is surging and altcoins are, collapsing. Now, if we take a look at the CME futures, I'm not sure why it's sitting at $87,375. I guess it did close for the day. But yeah, right now Bitcoin is well below that. We're at 84,700. So not sure, but anyways, it looks like it hit this trend line here, and basically it failed to break back into this channel. So we got a rejection. Let's see what happens tomorrow, guys. Maybe it can break back into it and continue upwards. Now, taking a look at the dollar index, we saw a lot of volatility today with that. Keep in mind this is the 4-hour chart. If we put this on a daily chart, let's see what it looks like here. Yeah, it's pretty red, guys. But a red, candle, or actually a weaker, dollar for us is actually better when it comes to Bitcoin. Now, taking a look at the liquidation heat map, 373 million have been wrecked. That's actually not that bad. I was expecting a lot more because it's been so volatile, especially during Trump's speech and right before it, guys. So this is actually pretty tame. I was expecting maybe about 500 or 600 million personally before looking at this, because I didn't look at this before this video, guys. But yeah, that is actually not too bad, I would say. Now, if we take a look at the monthly returns, guys, and the quarterly returns and things, Ethereum right now 4% up, so great. Bitcoin 5% up, great. But the month, actually for Bitcoin is 5.2%, and that's going to be the same as this quarter anyways, because we just started the month. But anyways, yeah, let's see what happens, guys. Now, the Fear and Greed Index, 44 today. Yesterday was a 34. I'm a little surprised to see it go up 10 points, and that's, in my opinion, really fast. So, and it says 18 hours to the next update. I don't believe it's going to be 18 hours. Let me refresh this. 2 hours and 40 minutes is the next update, guys. So, Now, taking a look at the altcoin season index, I did refresh this right before the video. It was still a 22. It didn't change actually when I refreshed it, so not sure why. I'm not sure how often they update this. Now, bull market peak indicators, sell at the top, still 0 from 30, guys. And this is why I keep holding out hope that it's not over. Now, in the previous, bull markets, we saw the majority, the great majority of these indicators get hit. And the simple fact that we have 0 from 30 here that have been hit gives me, about 99.5% confidence that the bull market is still on. We will have an altcoin season. It's just when. It's a matter of time, and we're stalling. We're just prolonging this basically, and that can be seen with the pi cycle top indicator now curving away from each other. So we curved away in June last summer, and now we're curving away again. So this might be one of the longest cycles that we ever see. It's probably going to be the most difficult cycle that we ever see as well. Now, if we take a look at the economic calendar, let's just take a look at tomorrow. Tomorrow we do have jobless claims, and we do have some PMI numbers, and we do have some ISM numbers. So keep in mind, probably these ISM numbers are most important tomorrow, but PMI is also quite important. Jobless claims, a little bit important. And we did have an Atlanta Fed GDP now really affect us a couple of weeks ago. So keep that in mind. I hope this doesn't really affect us like it did last time. But keep your eye on the ISM numbers tomorrow. Now, when we talk about the interest rate cuts, guys, 86% still believe we're not getting a cut in May. And keep in mind, it is still 34 days away. So basically, we're 5 weeks away from this. So yeah, it's still a long time to speculate. Now, taking a look at crypto bubbles on the day, pretty red. Only EOS and Ray here, and DEX and a few others are in the green. Here we have HTX, LTC, Monero, XTZ. Yeah, nothing exciting, guys. Pretty much a down day. Pretty much across the board, hourly, daily, weekly, month, and year are all red right now. Now, if you want to, stake your coins, guys, you can go to Coinondo, and I don't know why it's not cooperating with me, but yeah, I guess it's not going to refresh. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you today. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends, guys, and I'll keep making them for you. And I'll see you guys in the next one.